Hey everybody, it's Dana with Calfee Cattle. We're back in the kitchen today and we're trying a new twist tonight on a recipe for beef tips. So I've got my plate ready here, but y'all come on and hang out with me for a little bit and I'll show you how I made it. So I've got my meat here. This is approximately 2 packs of stew meat. It's already diced up from our processor when we pick it up from there. This is our beef fresh from the farm. I diced a few pieces up just a little bit smaller into more bite-sized pieces. Um, and it's going to be in this bowl to marinate. It's about lunchtime, so I'm going to just let it sit, put it back in the refrigerator, let it marinate all day. I marinated it I added some lemon juice, some Worcestershire sauce, and some of this, I love this Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning. So I just mixed all that in there, just enough for the liquid. You can see where it's at in the bowl to come up about to the top of the meat. Mix it around. I use my hand, wash it afterwards, of course, but just mixed around enough seasoning to coat the meat there. But this marinade, the lemon juice and the Worcestershire sauce has a lot of acid in it, so it'll help break down those tissues in the meat, help marinate and make that meat a little more tender because this is just trimmings from the beef. So hopefully we'll let this marinate all day, cook it up tonight, and have some good steak tips. All right, so it's supper time. Here's our meat that's been marinating most of the day. Gonna do some roasted potatoes. I'm gonna try these in the air fryer. Some garlic Parmesan potatoes and some Cheddar Bay biscuit mix just for some bread with it. And I got some water starting to boil for some corn on the cob. So let's get started. So I've got the little gold potatoes, so the baby kind, but I'm still going to go ahead and slice those, cut those into little cubes. And I'm going to put these, I think, in the air fryer to put some olive oil and some seasoning on there just so they'll crisp up real nice. And to run to the grocery store this afternoon, so need something kind of quick as a side, but the meat's been marinating all day, so it won't take very long to cook it at all. So hopefully this is going to be a good, tasty, easy, quick meal. All right, I got all my potatoes cut up. And so what I did is just put a little oil in there, just enough to coat the potatoes for the seasoning to stick. Just use some grated Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper to taste, some garlic powder, and just some parsley flakes just to add some color. So just kind of add those in, like I said, to taste, mix them up. I just use my hand to make sure they're all coated good. Then we're going to throw these on I could throw them on a sheet pan, but I'm actually going to try them in the air fryer. So, but you can put them on a sheet pan too. Just put them in the oven at 350 for about 25-30 minutes until they're golden and crispy brown. But I'm going to put mine in the air fryer and see how this turns out. All right, got them all in the air fryer. We're going to put those in, turn this on. I'm going to cut this up to about 400 and put that in there for about 25 minutes, and I'll check them in between. Here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and put the biscuits in the oven, and this was just a box biscuit, so just follow the directions on it, but it sounded good, and I love the cheddar biscuits, so I'll pop those in there, and the corn is about done. So let's check on the potatoes and then we'll get the meat started. We'll go ahead and check on the potatoes real quick. They're looking good. Give them a little shake. Mix them up a little bit and then put them back in, let them finish cooking. I went ahead and cut the potatoes off because, as you can see, they are done. They taste really good. They're good golden brown and real crispy. It actually only took about 14 minutes in the air fryer on 400. So I'll let those stay in there and stay warm. and we're going to go ahead and put the meat on. So for the meat, I've got my pan. I've got it on medium-high heat. I got a little bit of oil in my pan with some butter in there, and I'm just going to, when that gets hot, I'm going to go ahead and just put this in, set the meat over in it in small batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. I'm not going to cook this very long because I want it about medium well, so it's good and tender. We're going to let that pan heat up for just a second, and then we'll get started with that. All right, I went ahead and put one piece in, and that's sizzling pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more of the meat. And I got my pan ready over here, lined with aluminum foil, just so as soon as it gets done here, I'll throw it over there, and so it can stay good and warm. Add a few more pieces. That's probably about all I'm going to put in the pan at one time right there. So just not to overcrowd the pieces, let them get done just like we want them. You can see how they're looking when they're done here. This is a pretty quick process. It says kind of higher heat right here, medium high, at least on my stove. You want them to keep moving. I said it doesn't take very long to cook these. We don't want them well done. We just want them about medium. So just kind of keep them moving a little bit and then toss them on the pan. All right, so I got all of the meat finished. So what I did is on that last batch, I just took everything that I had on my pan or my cookie sheet, and I put it all, I removed the skillet from the heat and just cut the heat completely off and just put all the meat back in that pan, and it'll sit and soak up that like the butter and the oil that was in that pan. And the biscuits are just about done, so we'll just let this sit here for just a few minutes until they finish up, and then we'll be ready to make our plates. Well, here's the final result. All looks good. Got my corn, garlic Parmesan potatoes, the steak bites, and the garlic biscuits. Again, thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see y'all next time.